Hi, I'm Krista.
And I'm April.
And I'm so excited because April is on spring break today. That means that I get to meet with my buddy in person, which we don't get to do that very often because April is a classroom teacher.
Yes, ma'am.
She is our resident classroom teacher and our teacher-to-teacher Facebook page. So anytime that you want to know what's going on in the schools, then you need to come find April because she'll have the
that information.
You'll have the download. So how
I guess.
What they say?
I don't know. I'm not hip anymore.
So she gets to go to a lot of teacher training. She gets to learn a lot of new strategies and fun websites. The Prodigy game, I didn't know anything about it, Math Prodigy, until she told me all about it. Yeah, the kids love it. My youngest son, he'll say, "Mom, can we play that game where they're shooting at each other?" And I'm like, "Are you talking about Prodigy?" He goes, "Yeah, it's math." Can I? So he would play it all day long. So anyway, I'm so glad that April and I are able to work together because we really think that classroom teachers and homeschoolers need to be working together. There's no point in we're over on this side and they're over on this side. There needs to be this bridge between the two. So we asked a question, I don't know, maybe 3 weeks ago about what our ultimate goal was, and just about everybody responded as lifelong learners. Yeah. And that is, so April and I, we've got about 17 years of teaching experience. And
yes.
That's a lot. A lot of time of teaching, a lot of trial and error. And so we want to be able to share with you some strategies and techniques that we use after lots of problems that we've had with kids. And because I remember sitting in parent-teacher conferences, and when a parent would say, well, Susie doesn't really like school, then I knew that it was my fault. I needed to up my game. If she wasn't liking school, then I wasn't doing something right. And I had to find exactly what Susie was interested in so that she would be excited. And that's whenever you build your lifelong learners.
Amen.
So in our video series, we're going to be starting some video series this week. I think last week we had our first challenge, and it was find a buddy.
Find a buddy.
And if you haven't found a buddy, let April and I know, and we will find you a buddy. Or we will be your buddy.
Or we will be your buddy.
Yeah. And you can have 3 buddies. You can have 4 buddies. Sometimes
just somebody that you can talk to.
Right.
Somebody that you can bounce ideas off of to help you if you want to create a theme, to look up things together. It doesn't have to be anything in detail, but just somebody that you have to talk to.
Right. And it can be somebody across the country or across the world. You can Skype them, FaceTime them. We do text.
Yeah, we text a lot.
Right. Throughout the year, we usually do lots of texts.
Yeah.
We probably only meet maybe only on her breaks.
Yes.
And during the summers when we really get to see each other, which is sad. So anyway, you have your buddy, or you should have your buddy. We have a new challenge for you, and that is to choose a theme. And if you're wondering what exactly does that mean, April is going to tell us about how she does her temperature checks with her students.
Temperature checks. At the beginning of the year and throughout the year, I ask my students to write on a note card some things that they would want to learn about, things that they're interested in, things that they do or do not like about school. Since I teach a classroom of 20, they don't put their name on it. It would be different for you guys. You would probably know who wrote it. It's your child. But for me as a teacher and for them, they feel safe to talk to me about these things, and it helps me to come up with new ideas. I may not be able to hit make detailed themes about each of their interests, but I can weave them together, whether it be about animals and habitats, and throw in, it could be anything really. And that just, makes learning fun for them, and it makes it fun for me because I spend a lot of time researching and planning for them anything just for them to enjoy. And if I spend so much time planning something that they're just going to be bored with, because it's really not about me, it's about them.
Right.
And I want to keep that open. I often say that my students, they run my class as far as they lead me on what I need to teach them. And I think you can do that with homeschool.
Definitely.
And public school, private school, wherever you're teaching. You're a teacher. And you want your kids to enjoy learning. And I think Chris and I, we teach in 2 completely different settings, but we teach the exact same way. And it can be done.
Right. And I think homeschooling actually is a lot easier to have that student-led learning as it was when I was teaching a group of 20.
Yeah.
It's really hard to do with that many.
But you'll find that certain ages, if they're closer in age, they have the same interests.
Right. So that's important for you to, when you find a buddy, you may want to find somebody who has the same age level of kids as you do. So that way you're creating the same things and you're not having to, well, my kid doesn't like that. Well, you know, so try to meet in the middle. So that's actually what we're doing today. We're trying to wrap up some of our planning, and our theme is spring, which we'll be doing probably in the next week or two. So in the comments below, you have 2 days for this challenge. So meet with your buddy, either face-to-face, have a girls' night, or do it, you know, text each other, whatever. However you can get it done. Find a theme to get through what we've got. Well, we get done at the end of April. You've got 2 more months.
End of May.
Some of you guys, you know, school year round, but whatever.
Whatever works.
Right. Just pick your theme, tag your buddy in the comment below, and tell us what your theme is. So we're very excited.
Can't wait.
I know. We want to hear it, and it will probably inspire us to say, hey, why didn't we think of that?
That's a great theme. I'm going to do that too.
Right.
And that's why a buddy is so important.
Yes. Yes, buddies. So have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Bye.
Couple of days.
Couple days.
Couple days.